and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, cause she can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Pins them here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the simplest zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I gang, on my gang, on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I gang, on my gang, on my own. Get my way up, get on go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Seattle. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Slot man moves right. From the 27, Fields. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This defense for the Bears, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Seahawks had 10-6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. To throw is Fields. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The slot man in motion right. To throw again on second down. Fields. And incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Boye Mafe coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Rig alert, rig alert.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Fields.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
On 4th down, Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take them over all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 85 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw here.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the tight ends comes in motion.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Noah Fant,
his 11th touchdown of the year,
as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 50, here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you cross country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. Down the numbers, there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bears have retaken a third-quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back to throw again. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. In motion, the tight end. Completes it to Fant on the right side. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Walker. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Boye Mafe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fielded at about the 28. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fields now to throw. Rolling to his under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead. And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game. And Johnson's extra point up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Goodwin. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll look to throw again. Man open, it's Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Hey, check that. 3. Don't check.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
Okay, ready? 19 tight.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
On the check. 19 Tiger. Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Bears come up with a late turnover.